again let us balance this redox reaction by oxidation number method. Now this is the copper oxide and ammonia when reacts it gives the copper metal, nitrogen gas and water. Now we have to balance this equation by the oxidation number method. We know the 5 steps. You go through that 5 steps, then there is the balanced redox equation will be obtained at the last 5th step after final checking. Now how it is? The first step is very simple. That is, write the skeletal equation and balance the elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. We have to balance in this first step the elements which are not oxygen and hydrogen. That means we have to balance the other elements and not the oxygen and hydrogen in this. And see here, I write this equation again. This is the skeletal equation, but I write the 2 here before the ammonia molecule. Why? Because in the right hand side there are 2 nitrogen atoms, but there is only 1 nitrogen will be there in the left hand side. And what this step says, balance the elements other than hydrogen and oxygen. So nitrogen is not hydrogen or oxygen, so I balance the nitrogen by writing here 2. Now why copper? I do not write any coefficient about the copper because both sides have 1 atom of the copper. And though there is the 1 oxygen here to the left hand side and no hydrogen on this left hand side, so I see 3 multiplied by 2, 6 hydrogen, but here are only 2 hydrogen. But in this step we do not have to balance the hydrogen and oxygen. Remember that. We have to balance only the other elements, that will be nitrogen and copper. Now what is the second main step? Now assign the oxidation number and calculate the total increase and decrease in oxidation number and make them equal. This is very important step. Second step is very important. Then the reaction can be balanced automatically. Now see here, in this second step, now we know the oxidation state of oxygen is always -2. So to balance -2, this copper must have oxidation state +2 because this is the chargeless. There is molecule, there is no any charge. So the copper have the +2 charge. Now here we know that the hydrogen always have the +1 charge. Now there are the 3. Now you can balance or you can only write the oxidation number by considering only 1 molecule. So here hydrogen have +3 charge. Total positive charges are +1 charge. Sorry, total positive charges will be +3 because there are the 3 hydrogen atoms. To balance +3, what will be the charge on nitrogen? -3 because they cancel with each other and there is no charge on this molecule. So nitrogen have -3 charge in the ammonia molecule. Now we know the rule that when the elements are in their free state, that is when they do not react with any other element, then their oxidation state will take always 0. So here copper and nitrogen are in the free state, so their oxidation states are 0. And in water, the oxygen have -2, 1 hydrogen atom have the +1. So +1, that is the +2, total +2 balance -2. So here 1 hydrogen have. Always write the oxidation number of only 1 atom and not the total oxidation number of the total atom. Remember that. Now we are seeing here that the oxidation number of this copper decreases from +2 to 0 and oxidation number of nitrogen increases from -3 to 0 because -3 is less and 0 is more. Remember that. So here oxidation number of nitrogen increases and oxidation number of copper decreases. So increase in oxidation number here of this nitrogen from -3 to 0. Now there are the two atoms at both sides. So the increase in oxidation number in increase per atom is also equal to 3 because oxidation number increases by 3 from -2 to 0. Yes, from -2 to 0. How there is increase from from -3 to 0, that is the -2, -1 and 0. In this way 3 numbers they goes to the, that is increase, and therefore the increase per atom is 3. Now see here, what is the decrease? Now from +2 to 0, that means decreases by 2, that is the +1 and 0. Always count the next number. Do you know that is the line which is the, in Marathi we call that as the Sankhya Resha, that is number line. From that number line you can calculate how many by how many number the oxidation number increase or decrease. Now in this way, here the oxidation number increases here by the 3 and decreases by 2. Remember that. So decrease in oxidation number is also per atom is equal to 2 because both sides have the similar number of copper atom, 1 1. So now if there is the different increase and decrease in the oxidation number, then always multiply by the coefficient to the opposite element. That means if the increase is by the 3, so you have to multiply these 3 with that of the, what here, which get decreased. Here copper gets decreased, so multiply 3 to this copper. Always remember that, because increased number is multiplied by the such elements which undergo decrease in oxidation number. So multiply the 3 by this copper and multiply 2, that is the decrease, to such element in which the oxidation number get increased. So multiply the nitrogen by 2. But here nitrogen is already multiplied by 2. So in the next step, that is in this step, third step, what we have to do? We have to multiply the coefficient of 3 to this copper. And here is already 2 is there. Now if we multiply by 3 to this copper oxide, here there will be only 1 copper atom to the right hand side. But to balance that, you also multiply this copper also by 3 to balance the copper atoms similar to both sides. Now here there are the 2 nitrogen, here are also nitrogen are 2. Now there is no matter to balance the other elements still up to the second step also. Now in the third step, balance the oxygen atom now. Now see here, there are the 3 oxygen atoms to the left hand side, 3 COs. What means? There is 3 copper and 3 oxygen. But to the right hand side, here we are seeing only 1 oxygen atom. Then how many water molecules we have to add to the right hand side? There is 1 already water molecule is there. But to balance oxygen, how many water molecules we have to add then? Only 2 water molecules. If we add the 3, there will be 4 oxygen atom will be there to the right hand side. So add only 2 water molecule to the right hand side to balance the oxygen atom, because 1 oxygen atom is already there. Do you understand that? So in the next step, this step, we have to add the only 2 water molecule. Now that becomes 3. 1 is already there. And then there are no charges on any product or reactant. So what I write here in the 4th step, charges are already balanced because that is no charges on product and reactants. So we have do not to balance the charges here, but write down 1 sentence about that. Charges are already balanced. And the last step is the after final checking. Now write the same equation but by checking all atoms, oxygen and hydrogen also. Now see here, there are the 3 multiplied by 2, 6 hydrogens. Here 2 plus 4, 6 hydrogen. Oxygens are 3, Here also 1 plus 2, 3 oxygen. So write down again this equation as thrice CO plus twice NH3 gives thrice Cu plus N2 plus this 2 plus 1 water molecule becomes 3 water molecule thrice H2O, and write the equation again into a box, and these are the 5 steps through which you have to go and you obtain a final balanced redox equation. And let us see another again example about that. Now let us balance the another reaction. This is problem number 6.7. Now in this reaction, this manganese ion reacts with the chlorate ion, and there is formation of manganese dioxide and chlorine dioxide. Now see here, in the first step, as usual, write down the skeletal equation and balance the elements other than oxygen and hydrogen. Now in this skeletal equation, the other elements are manganese and chlorine, but they are already balanced here. See here, manganese is one atom, there is also manganese one atom. Chlorine is one atom, there also chlorine is one atom. So write down only the skeletal equation as it is. Now in the second step, what is the second step? Assign the oxidation number of each and every atom to the reactant side and product side, and calculate the total increase and decrease in the oxidation number, and then make them equal. Now how we make them equal? We multiply the coefficient of the increase in oxidation number to the decrease in oxidation numbers element. So here what is there? Now see first how the oxidation numbers are assigned here. Now there is the +2 charge on manganese, so it already has the oxidation number +2. Now here oxygen one atom have -2 charge on oxygen. We know that oxygen have the -2 charge. So to balance this, there are the 3 oxygen atoms. So 3 multiplied by 2, -6. To balance -6, there must be +6. But there is already one minus charge. So what is the oxidation number of this chlorine then? +5. Do you understand this? This is very important. Now here one oxygen atom have the -2 charge. Totally there are 2 oxygen atoms. So 2 multiplied by -2, -4. Now there is no any charge on this. So this manganese have the +4 charge. Remember that. Now again in ClO2, oxygen have the -2 charge, and there are 2 oxygen atom, total -4. So to balance -4, chlorine must have the +4 oxidation step into that, because there is no charge again on that. Now where is the increase and where is the decrease? See here, manganese oxidation number increases from +2 to +4, and chloride ions oxidation number decreases from +5 to +4. So increase in oxidation number from +2 to +4, that means increase per atom is equal to 2. Increase per atom is equal to 2. And decrease here, see here, the oxidation number of chlorine decreases from +5 to +4. So there is decrease per atom is 1. So take 2 atoms of chlorine, because the increase in oxidation number is 2. So multiply chlorine by 2 and multiply Mn by 1, because the decrease per atom of chlorine is 1. And there is the net increase and decrease will be equal. So here 1 we do not write 1, though we multiply this by 1, but there is no method to write it the 1. And this ClO3 I multiply by 2, as here 2 chloride, so balance here also by 2. Now see the oxygen in the next step, balance the oxygen atom. But if we calculate the oxygen atom, 3 multiplied by 2, 6. Here also 2 multiplied by 2, 4, plus these 2, 6. That means oxygen atoms are already balanced. So there is no need to addition of the water molecule to the right hand side. So right here only in this way. And if we balance the charges, now see, to the left hand side there are only charges and not to the right hand side. Now this plus 2 and this minus 2 cancels each other. So charges are also that is balanced. So there are only charges to the left hand side and they are already balanced. And after final checking, write down the same reaction. Now you see here in the after final checking there are the balance in the chloride atom, in the manganese atom, in the oxygen atom. So in this way this reaction get balanced.